Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zyra if you guys are new here. Today we're going to do a full face of new makeup, and the air quotes simply mean that this is either new to me or a new launch. So some of these you've already seen me talk about on TikTok, where I do like really quick first impressions right when I open them because I'm very impatient and I just like want to try things right away, which is like completely normal and fine. But sometimes you try things for first impression, then you realize later on that you really love it or that you really don't. So I thought we could put this video together and I could kind of give you a little update whether these fell into the I have been using every single day and I really like it side of the spectrum, or like kind of forgot about them. As always, these opinions are 100% my own. Some of these products I did receive in PR, some of them I bought myself. The ones that I received in PR, I am never ever obligated to even talk about them, period, or obligated to say nice things about them. But you can always trust on me to let you know what's good and what's not. I always say that, and then I always like end the video being like, just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you won't like it, which is like the truth, but I will let you know from my POV. Okay, let's get started. So I just have some simple skincare on because the first thing we're going to start off is with the new e.l.f. Hydrating Camo CC Cream. So I actually posted the first impression of this like 2 days ago or something like that. I think this, and along with the blush that you will see later on, are the newest of the bunch. So I haven't really had much playtime with them, but I have used them the last 3 days. I feel like I can confidently say that I like it. I'm just trying to figure out how to use it. I mentioned this in the first impression as well, but it was kind of separating. I know it has something to do with the skincare underneath. It wasn't mixing in well with it. I've kind of been playing around to see what works with it. I never posted a wear test of it. If you guys ask me to, I will like happily do it. I have oily skin, so when you think of like a dewy, glowy CC cream of all things, you kind of think like that cannot possibly be for me. It wears so nice during the day. I wore it out yesterday. I got ready around like 11 in the morning. I had it on like all day and it was so nice. I don't even think I ever even blotted my face throughout the day. You can tell while I'm applying this that like the redness just immediately gone. Something that I mentioned in the first impression video that I'll say again. What I like about this is that the coverage is effortless. Like this already takes care of so much discoloration and like covering acne and acne scarring. Also, I forgot to mention this actually has SPF. It does claim to be full coverage. I loved the original one. Like I said, I'm just trying to like figure out how to make it work with my skincare, but I think today it did not separate at all. Let's see it up close because I'm a little far from my mirror, but there's like the tiniest bit right here. But other than that, I think I'm figuring out what works underneath it. But yeah, this is one layer. I am going to do anything possible to figure out what to wear underneath this because I want to be able to say that I love it, because I feel like I'm already there. I just need to figure out something. Like, I'm not gonna give up on it. I feel like half of this video is gonna be me just like ranting on about this, but anyways, I do recommend. I have the shade Light 205N. I bought it online and I was like, okay, that's probably gonna be a little bit too light, but we'll see, and it ended up being like the perfect color. I am just so pale right now. Actually, I didn't mention this in the first impression, but I'll tell you guys now. One of the first ever like little makeup review TikToks I ever posted was from the original Camo CC Cream. So this is like it's a little bit nostalgic. Now, I actually don't have a new concealer to show you guys, so I'm gonna go with my latest one, which is also like my favorite one. You've probably seen me use it in every single get ready with me. This is the Lawless Conceal the Deal full coverage concealer. I wouldn't say full coverage. I would say this is like medium to full, but it will melt into your skin. I think this just found me at the perfect time because I was struggling with my under eyes being dry when I found this, and like all my concealers were like crackling under there. Do you know what I mean? And look at that. It's like seamless. And I know I use this in like every single get ready with me, and I will always like hype it up and recommend it, but I don't know why it's like not getting the attention that it deserves. I no longer can imagine getting ready without it. In case you guys need a shade reference, I am shade Shell. We're actually gonna have another Lawless product in this video later on, which I love as well. I am a huge Lawless fan. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, straight up fan behavior for the Lawless Beauty. Up next is probably the most viral of all, I think. And if you can tell by the condition of this packaging, she's been well loved. This is the LYS No Limits Cream it's supposed to be like a bronzer and contour. I think that's what it's marketed as, if I remember correctly. I did also post a first impression of this couple months back. By the way, I feel like I should link all the first impressions down below if you guys want to watch them in between this, or maybe something like that. You can like compare like where we started and where we are now. If you guys are anywhere on the makeup side of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, probably also, I think, you've heard of this bronzer. I believe it was popularized initially by Meredith's account, and it just totally blew up from that. I don't know if people were fascinated with the product or the way she was applying it, because I know people love to see like how she applies makeup, or maybe just kind of like a mix of both. I am just so happy that I've come across this product. I have the shade Harmony, which is the medium shade, I believe, if I'm not wrong. You're gonna be able to tell it's like a little bit too dark for me, but we will make it work. I feel like when I first saw this bronzer going viral, I was like, okay, it's a bronzer. Let's see what's going on over there. I personally feel like this is absolutely worth the hype. I actually have a bunch more products from LYS that I really want to try soon, so maybe we can do like a full face of first impressions from them, because this bronzer totally just like set the standard for the brand. And I have like a foundation, I have some blushes, lip products, and all that stuff, so stay tuned if you guys want to see that. I love how it applies. I feel like you can't go wrong with it. Like I said, my shade is just a little bit too dark for me, so I'm just gonna take a foundation brush, doesn't have any product on it, but just kind of blend the center foundation because it's a little bit darker. I actually totally accidentally rubbed a bunch of makeup off right here, so I'm just gonna fix that really quick. Y'all, what the heck did I manage to do? I totally just patched off my own makeup when it was perfectly fine. Do not leave me alone for 30 seconds. I blame this band-aid I had to put on because I couldn't open yogurt. Moving on to my newest blush, which is also from e.l.f. This is the Camo Liquid Blush. Bought it together when I bought the CC cream, so this is also only my third time using this. I quickly learned my favorite way to apply it, which lately has been just my favorite way to apply any blush. Applying it to my hand first, and as you can tell by my stained sponge, I just kind of press it into my hand and kind of layer it all so that when I go to apply it, it's almost like I don't even need to blend it. I'm just patting it down, if that makes sense. Like all the work is done for me. That's it. I just 5 seconds. I haven't posted the first impression that I filmed of this. I think maybe it'll be up by the time that you guys see it, but I think something that I might have mentioned, I don't know 100% if I did, but this is supposed to be a dewy blush, but I actually feel like, and maybe you can tell, as it dries down, it is like a velvety soft finish. Like it's not gonna be one of those like sticky heavy dewy blushes where it feels like anything's gonna get stuck on your face if it touches the blush. It is actually so lightweight. Okay, I actually took the nose overboard this one time. This one time I did. Gonna blend that through. But just like the CC cream, what I like is that they both feel so lightweight. I honestly don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face. I know sometimes I feel like you hear people say that, and it's kind of hard to tell until you try things out for yourself. But I feel like with these two, especially the blush, because for some reason I'm very hypersensitive to the area where I apply blush, because if you can tell, that's where I break out the most, and I hate feeling like when I have a greasy, heavy blush, and I'm just like, oh, like this feels uncomfortable, and I feel like you're breaking me out while I'm wearing you. That's how sensitive I am to it, and I really like this. Super lightweight. I didn't even tell you the shade name, actually. This is Dusty Rose. I think it was $7 if I'm not wrong, somewhere along the lines. e.l.f. is very affordable, as you know. That's what we love about them. I also bought a second shade. This one is Pinky Promise, but I haven't tried her yet, so you guys stay tuned on TikTok because I feel like that's what will probably open this, besides like e.l.f. releasing liquid blushes, which I was excited about. But also people were saying that this is a dupe for Rare Beauty, and if you guys know me, I love finding dupes, and it's like a bonus if it's even more affordable. But sometimes the case is even like if something's viral and out of stock. Look, I found another one. A self-plug, I have like a whole folder of dupes in my Amazon, and on TikTok I have a little highlight folder. Anyways, people were saying that this is a dupe for Rare Beauty, and there was like a post that had a chart for which shades were which. I paired them together according to the chart, and like, I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna have to try them side by side. We'll also do that on TikTok, I think. Now, these ones, maybe. It could be. It could be. So, my camera died, but no worries. I came prepared. In the meantime, I did give my face some time to dry. which I've been trying to do more lately, letting my liquid products dry before I go in with powder. So that's actually a good thing, I guess. And also I found out that we hit 8,000 on Snapchat. Wow. If you guys don't already have me on there, the username will be down below. It is just Zyra with an extra Z at the beginning. I'm definitely having fun on Snapchat. So that's awesome. Okay, let's move on to our next products. We're gonna start off with the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Wow. Do you know what? I don't think I ever actually posted any first impression or anything of this. I just remember opening this like right away. I just like had to try it, and then I ended up using it like every single day. I'm still not sure my favorite way to use it is like a brush or a sponge, but we're gonna go in with this little synthetic brush today. I think I have nothing but good things to say about this powder. I know this is the translucent shade, but a lot of times when brands say translucent, it just means light, but I feel like this is true. If anything, it might like brighten up just a little bit, but I'm very fair, so it kind of works on me. They do have 3 other shades in the collection, but yeah, I feel like it's very natural. It does not get cakey at all. Using this powder actually made me realize I am a Milk Makeup fan. It never really hit me because I've only tried a couple things from them, but all of those couple things that I've tried, I have loved them all. Except for one of the mascaras. I will say that. I didn't like one of the mascaras. But I love the Grip Primer. I think everyone does. Obviously, this is like probably one of my most used everyday Milk makeup product. Their setting spray. Love it so much. The powder as well. I used to have their mini bronzer, but I totally finished it. It is such a good bronzer. Also, their like little liquid blushes. Expired last year, question mark. I don't know. I actually have like a bunch of new shades of their blushes and bronzers to try, so we'll definitely do an unboxing of that soon. But yeah, it made me realize like I need to try more of their stuff because I think I'm a fan. So if you guys have any recommendations for Milk Makeup that I haven't tried, oh my gosh, how could I forget? I'd also tried their, I got it right here, hold on. Skin tint. The color is just like a little bit yellow on me. That's why I don't reach for it 100% of the time, but I enjoy this so much. Also, apparently it might be expired, question mark, which might just be an excuse to look for a new shade and give it another try. The applicator of it is like really cool. For a while I didn't use it because I was paranoid that it was gonna like break me up more because you roll it on like that. I don't remember what if it was on their page or somewhere, but I looked it up and somewhere it said that it was okay and safe to use. So then I started using it more. So that is just a light layer of this powder because I go in with one layer and then do a little setting spray and then come back with just like a little T-zone touch up. I avoided the blush as much as I could because we want the dewiness to shine through, but everything else, what do you guys think? Now for the under eyes, we're going to use the One Size Beauty Ultra Pink powder. Pink powder had such a blow up on TikTok, didn't it? Now there was something about this packaging that is made to make it easier to use. It comes with this little extra protective layer. I still like dump it into the lid and look at that. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my giant puff, okay? It looks a little bit intimidating, but once it's on, it's actually like very wearable. I believe this is the first powder I've tried for one side. I really enjoyed it. It just like sets your under eyes very seamlessly. I'm gonna try to zoom you in so you can see. It is very seamless. It also, I think, helps blend into your blush, which is just a bonus point. We accidentally have the best example because remember earlier, right patched up right here? I feel like you can still tell where the makeup went a little bit wrong. It kind of just helps smooth it over. Then you're supposed to dump the excess back in, put the protective layer, snap on so that no powder comes loose. It just keeps the packaging nice and pretty. We're gonna take a quick break from the face to move on to the eyes. We're gonna start with my new J-Cat Beauty eyebrow pencil. I bought this at Ulta. It might have even been like $3 or something like that. J-Cat is also like another super affordable and super good brand. This is the Micro Slim Brow Pencil. I just needed like a new auburn brow pencil to match my hair because I finished my last one. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try a new brand. Just like blindly buy one based off the color, you know, should be fine. Number one, look at how thin that is. I do like the old school little line through your pupil. And to get like my perfect shape, I need to like feel the brow bone. So I just like tug a little bit. You will feel exactly where to go and you just like drag your pencil down with it. Then I just like fill it in. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, that's all we're doing here. First of all, the color is literally perfect. It matches my hair like exactly. Now the only problem is gonna be making these even. You would think that I would just like semi-permanently dye my eyebrows so I don't have to do this every day, If you guys have any like semi-permanent brow dyeing products that you want to recommend, let me know. Once it's like at this level where I feel like it's good, don't touch it. Don't touch it! Put the brow pencil down and leave it at that. Next brow product is actually going to be, by the way, I'm pulling this out of like my little everyday makeup bag that like if I need to run out the door, this is what I bring with me. The Rare Beauty Brow Gel, which you would not even know because the name is completely taken off. That's how much I've used this. Immediately fell in love with it, and I think I've been using it every single day since. I don't even know if I have much left at this point. If you love to do like the laminated brow trend, this is great for that. And it's also good if you want to do it the way that I'm doing it, just like a quick little pickup after you fill it in, which I think has been my favorite way lately. At first when I got it, I was doing like the full on lamination, and I'm just like, just put them up a little bit, but it will last. Like I said, I don't think I have much left. I think I should repurchase this. I absolutely recommend it. You know, that made me realize that I think we have loved everything in this video. I know this is supposed to be like new makeup and letting you know whether I love it now or not, but I think we love everything so far. Now, I actually don't have a new like eye product. I feel like I might be forgetting something, but I didn't think I had any eye products to share with you guys right now. So I'm just gonna do like a quick little mascara off camera. And we're back. Once I finally have liner and mascara on, now I feel like myself. Well, now we're doing something around here. We only have a couple products left, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this video so far. We're gonna try to get through the rest super quick because this is probably already a really long video. Earlier I mentioned that we were gonna see Lawless Beauty again, but I don't know if you expected it to be in this tiny little pencil form because this is their new lip liner that they launched last year, and they were so kind to send me in PR. Clearly, you can tell that I loved it, and it has been like in my purse and I carry it with me everywhere. I don't even know if I can see a shade on. Oh, this is Nude Honey. I still have all of the other shades that I have not tried yet because I wanted to get through this one instead of like opening a bunch of lip liners at once. And that just makes me more excited that I have a bunch of new shades to open when I know that I loved this formula. I even sharpened it for you guys. Well, I knew I was gonna jinx it. You can't sharpen a tiny pencil. Nonetheless, y'all, we will dig right into this because I love this shade, but I really love the formula. It is just so creamy and easy to glide on, but can I tell you something that I just like really love about it? And I feel like you've heard me say this many times if you guys keep up with me. The most important part about lip products for me, because they're on my lip and I'm smelling them all day long, is the smell of them. Lawless is like some of the best smelling lip products ever. Like the balm that I took off was just Lawless actually. Something about this, it is like such a nice like vanilla cashmere smell. It's subtle, but if they wanted to add just like a little bit more fragrance into it, I also wouldn't be mad. I say that and I sound like a crazy person who sits here and like eats their lip products, but like it means a lot to me. And I feel like you guys can agree with that too. I didn't even tell you the name. This is the Forget the Filler Definer Liner, and I love it so much. If the lip liner is this down, that's a good sign. Highly recommend. If you guys are on the market for a lip liner and you love nudes, look into the Lawless lines. When I open up the other shades, we can do like a full-on swatch on TikTok, but for now, you guys, Nude Honey, highly recommend. Now also for lips, which is probably one of my favorite lip products from 2023, is the Maybelline Lifter Plump. I have the shade Mauve Bite. It is the most insane, strongest, spiciest lip plumper you will ever try. As you can tell by this little symbol, there is chili pepper in here, and you will feel it and you will taste it, and it'll give you the best lip plumping results. This was a crazy launch of last year because Maybelline actually reached out to me to help them promote the launch of it, which was already crazy in itself. And I can tell you 100% confidently from the bottom purest corner of my heart that even if I had not been a part of that launch promotion, I probably wouldn't shut up about this. I had already been looking for a lip plumper for so long because I just hadn't found a new one that I was like excited about, and Maybelline just like, I actually have a ton more shades, but 02 Mauve Bite, this one was made for me, I think. I keep this in my bag as well. Sometimes I like to like just outline my lips with it for like a little everyday quick casual plump, and it's also drugstore and affordable. The very last thing we are going to use, this is from Half Magic Beauty, and this is their Dew Lock Hydrating Set and Refresh Mist. I haven't used it enough times where I can 100% recommend it to you. I don't have necessarily bad things to say. I just feel like dewy setting, oh, I can't talk. I just feel like dewy setting sprays are a little bit harder to judge because you're not judging the longevity of it. You're not judging like the matte effect of it, which I'm more used to, and I feel like I could judge that quickly. Like dewy setting sprays I feel like are still a little bit new to me, but I'm gonna show you what I like to do. Try to cover up my mascara. A good layer, and then I go around the perimeter, and you're gonna see why in just a second. I think I broke my nozzle. Oh, no, now it's fine. You just gotta warm it up sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's been an eyelash in my left eye, so I haven't even been able to see out of it since I came back from doing my eyes. I like to emphasize it on the perimeter because I have very oily skin. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna come back in with this and just do a quick little T-zone touch up. It helps keep my oil in control, but I feel we can still kind of walk around with the dewiness of it. Like I said, I don't have much experience with like dewy setting spray, so I can't like really judge. So I'll let you guys decide if it's like super dewy. I feel like the point of dewy setting sprays is to give your makeup that like lived in look. Still cannot see out of my left eye. Oh my god. I think we're back. And with that said, that completes our full face of new makeup. What do we think? Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you've tried any of these products or you want to, and if you have, do you like them? Do you forget about them sometimes? And if I influenced you to buy any of them, let me know. Something about that makes me so happy when people actually let me know, like, hey, you influenced me to buy this. I'm just like, it feels nice to feel helpful, if that makes sense. Like I said, some of these products were not new. They were new to me, but I feel like that still counts for these types of videos because it's my first time playing with them and I got a lot to say. And that's what this channel is for. So if you guys have any more like video requests or products that you want to see me review slash try on, whether it's on here or like quick faster videos on TikTok, let me know. One thing I want to do for 2024 is like really have a concrete filming schedule for YouTube, whether it is like once or twice a month. Like I feel like I always have filming ideas and I just like sometimes don't motivate myself to do it. I don't know why, but then when I do, like today, like now I feel like I had so much fun doing this and hopefully you guys had fun watching, and I also feel very productive. Make sure you guys subscribe for more videos like this, and like I said, if you have any like video requests, feel free to comment them, DM them, tag me, any of the above, and I will see you guys next time.